More Bunny Trouble by Hans Wilhelm. Before I start reading, I want you to think about the trouble this bunny is going to get himself into. What do you think the bunny is going to do? More Bunny Trouble by Hans Wilhelm. On the day before Easter, Ralph was out kicking his soccer ball, just what he liked to do most. When his mother told him to watch his little sister Emily, just what he didn't like to do most, he couldn't understand why his mother and father made such a fuss about Emily. She cried a lot and was always wet. Ralph thought Emily must be the noisiest, messiest baby in the whole world. What do you think? Do you think Emily is the noisiest, messiest baby in the whole world? Let's see what else Emily does. Ralph's mother gave him some eggs to decorate and a blanket to sit on. Be sure that your sister does not crawl into the tall grass, she told Ralph. Ralph was trying to concentrate on his painting when Emily reached over to touch the eggs. "Stop that," Ralph said, and he poked her with his paw. Not too hard, but not too gently either. Just enough to make Emily cry. Mama came running. "What's the matter with Emily?" she asked Ralph. "I don't know," Ralph said, pretending to be busy painting an egg. It looks like Ralph is not being too nice to his sister. But Ralph's mother had a good idea of what had happened. "Ralph, I have told you over and over again, paws are not made for hitting." Ralph bowed his head. "Yes, Mama," he said. Okay, so his mom already knew. He can't be sneaky with his mom. But as soon as her mother was back inside, Ralph poked his little sister again. Emily cried and cried, but this time her mother did not come. Instead, 2 butterflies flew by and fluttered around Emily's head. She quickly forgot about the hurt and started after the pretty creatures. Okay, so it looks like these butterflies helped Emily feel better. She's not crying anymore. Emily crawled off the blanket and headed straight for the tall green grass. Uh-oh, she's heading toward that grass. It was a whole new world for Emily, filled with animals and flowers she had never seen before. Everything was so pretty and smelled so good. Emily looked around and then she went on crawling, on and on. I don't think this is going to end well for Ralph. Suddenly, Ralph looked up and saw that his sister was gone. "Oh no," he cried. "I was supposed to be watching her. Where did she go? How did she get away so fast?" "Emily," he called out as loudly as he could. "Emily," but there was no answer. Uh-oh, he realized he lost his sister. Ralph looked everywhere. He listened, trying to hear his sister's cry. Nothing. "Oh dear, she must have gone into the tall grass. Anything could happen in there. A fox could get her, or an eagle, or a snake. I have to find her." Okay, it looks like Ralph is going crazy trying to look for his sister. He's worried. But the grass was so tall, Ralph could not see anything. Uh-oh, he can't see. He ran to his mother and told her the whole story. Ralph's mother did not lose any time. She called the neighbors together and asked them to help her find the baby. All the rabbits were busy getting eggs ready for Easter, but this was more important. They stopped their work and ran out into the tall grass. Each rabbit set off in a different direction. The field was so large and there were so few rabbits. How could they possibly search every spot? Besides, In the thick grass, they could easily pass right by the baby without even seeing her. "Emily, Emily," they cried. Still no answer. Where was Emily? Could she hear them? What do you think? Do you think Emily can hear them? I don't think she can hear them. She might be too far away. Someone did hear the rabbits calling. It was a fox. He knew immediately what had happened. He licked his chops. With a little bit of luck, I'll have myself a delicious baby rabbit for supper, he said. And with that, the fox joined the search for little Emily. Oh no, it looks like this fox is looking for his dinner. Emily's mother was getting frantic. "It's late," she cried. "We have to find Emily before the sun goes down." "We need more help," said one of the neighbors. "The grass is so thick and tall, and there are so few of us." Then Ralph spoke up. "I know what I can do. Listen, everybody, I think I have the answer." The rabbits stopped their search and gathered around Ralph. What do you think his suggestion is going to be? Let's find out. "Here's my idea," said Ralph. "We will all hold paws together and walk in a line across the field. That way we can cover every inch. We can't miss her." All the rabbits thought this was a good idea. They joined paws and combed through the tall grass. Okay, so it looks like they're using teamwork, right? They're all holding each other's hand. They're gonna cover every inch of the field so they can find her as quickly as possible. And that's how they found little Emily, fast asleep, dreaming of butterflies. It looks like Emily was sleeping the whole time. There were cheers as Ralph's mother took Emily into her arms again. Everyone was overjoyed. Even Ralph shed a tear or two. With the baby home safe at last, the rabbits could finish the Easter eggs in time. It would be a happy Easter for all, except, of course, the fox. From then on, Ralph watched his favorite sister very carefully. The two of them could often be seen walking along, holding paws together. Okay. So it looks like Ralph appreciated his little sister a little bit more once they found her, right? It seems like he's probably going to keep an eye out on her. That way she doesn't get lost again. Hey, I'll see you guys next time.